Hey, happy Friday. Today is the most beautiful day of the week. Your work week has ended. Most of y'all got paid. So today is as good a day as any to start talking about money matters, finances. Let's get into it. So first of all, I think the biggest misconception that people have is in order to have an abundance of money, you have to either come from a rich family, know somebody who has money, have some kind of background in finances, and like there's a secret society of people making money, and it's just not true. Like a little knowledge will take you a long way. Anybody can live a life of abundance. It's just you have to know how to get there. So um, for the last few years, I've been like a real nerd when it comes to money matters, and I've acquired a lot of knowledge about it. And since I've gotten this knowledge, my net worth has gone up exponentially. Like, uh, I'm nowhere near, where I want to be. But that's because I have big plans for myself. But um, it's amazing what you know, what a little knowledge will do for you. Like if somebody gives you the keys to the car, you can drive it. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help y'all on this road to wealth and let y'all know everything I learned and then some, and let you know you too. Like people come on my page and they see the moves I'm making and things I'm doing. Like I like to travel. I'm doing, I'm opening businesses. I'm doing things. Like I'm out here. And there's nothing special about what I'm doing. I swear to you, anybody can do it. And if you want to follow my Facebook, I'll put the link in the video. But anybody can do it. You just need a little help along the way. So that's what I'm trying to do. So let us get into it. Now, on this road to wealth, on this journey, there are the two most important principles, the two things that you have to get down pat before we go on and do anything else. And that is pay yourself first and automate your finances. Those are the two most important things, and that's what started me on my journey. Now, before, like I said before, when I didn't really know much about, wealth accumulation or saving and anything, I wasn't doing a good job at it. Like I had just gotten a new job. I was doing security where I was working crazy hours, and then I had a part-time job that I was working too. So it was nothing for me to be working like 80 hours. Like 80 hours in a 1 week span. Like almost. I would work anywhere from 60 to 80 to 90 hours. So I was making like triple what I was. But somehow I still wasn't saving. Like I would say, okay, after everything gets paid or whatever, I would say, okay, whatever I have left over, I'll go ahead and put that into savings because I wanted to get a condo. And somehow, like at the end, it without fail, at the end of the month, there either wasn't a lot of money there, which once there's not a lot of money, you like, what's the point? And so you spend it anyway, or you come up with a reason like, oh, my car could use this, or damn, that's a nice outfit, I've been working all these hours, I might as well, go ahead and get that. Next month is another month, and I was never able to, do what I needed to do. So, and I couldn't figure out why. Like, I couldn't figure out why I was making so much more money, but it seemed like, more money, more problems. I still wasn't saving. So I was on shift one day and I saw this book. It was Automatic Millionaire, and the title was catchy to me, so I opened it up and I was reading, and it had some good information. And then I asked, I was trying to figure out whose book it was because I wanted to take it home, and nobody knew whose book it was. So I didn't want to like steal somebody's book. So I just read the whole thing. I read the whole thing that shift, and it completely changed. It completely changed my life. Like not I don't want to be overly dramatic, but like it really did. So basically the premise is, paying yourself first. What we do, especially as people who work at a job, which is most of us, you sit there, you go to work, and you break your back, you deal with a stinking ass boss, you deal with, co-workers sometimes that, you can't stand. Suzanne always coming in, blowing a hot coffee and cigarette breath on you, and you waking up early, you just can't stand it, and then you get your check, and what happens? Boom, the first person to get some of that money is Uncle Sam. Like off break, he like, oh, cool, thanks for working, let me hold that. He take the money right out of your check. Next, we go ahead, we pay the light bill. You know, we go ahead, we pay our phone bill. Can't have that go off on us. We pay in the gas man. We pay the cable. We pay everybody else. Everybody, we put gas in the car. We pay our car note. Everybody else, we putting out money all over the place. And then at the end, you know, we try to do something with the little scraps that are left over, which is usually not much, if nothing. Right? It's like, you know, imagine this. You in the kitchen, you slaving for hours in that hot kitchen, you sweating, you feeling all sticky and everything, you making a hot thing of soup, and then a bunch of strangers come in and everybody start ladling themselves nice big, you know, bowls of soup and everything. And when by the time you're able to go in that pot, it's like a spoonful. Like everybody else all fat, that was some good soup. That was some good soup. And you still hungry. Nah, man, that pissed me off. That book pissed me off. And it should piss you off too. You doing all that work, why should everybody else get paid off your hard work before you do? Nah, no, not at all. You should be able to get paid first. That's principle number one. Pay yourself first. So how do you do that? Well, one of the easiest ways is to utilize a 401k at your job. Now, basically all that is like a retirement plan that's sponsored by an employer. So you set it up with your HR or however, you know, y'all set it up there. And what happens is you are able to put money tax deferred into that account. So that means that bypasses anybody. You know how, you know, Uncle Sam be in there taking what they want out the check? No. Now when you get a 401k, he can't even touch that. That money gets placed in there before anybody gets to touch it. Before the cable man, before the light, anybody. You don't even see that money. It goes straight into your retirement account. And that's how you have to do it. That's the automatic part of the saving. Automatic. When something, when it's out of your hands, that means it's definitely going to come every week or every 2 weeks, however you get paid, it's going to go in there. You don't have to worry about it. So that's number one. I'm like, I like that, you know. Uncle Sam kiss my ass. My money goes in there automatically. Boom. Now, not every job does have a 401k, but you still can pay yourself first, and there's various ways. There's also what's called an IRA. It's an individual retirement account or individual retirement arrangement. And basically, that's the same way. It's a way that you save for your retirement. Now, the money doesn't go in tax deferred, but still, you know, it still bypasses, you know, the cable man, this, that, and that. You can have a certain amount go into there, and you say every 2 weeks or every 1 week, however you get paid, you set it like a bill. Boom. Every time I get paid, put $50 in that retirement account. Put it in there. And you will be surprised how quickly it grows. And then from there, you can continue, you know, adding and can put more in it. But you got to start somewhere. And when you automate it, that means it's definitely going to happen. So you want to do that with your account. So, and that's saving for retirement. You also want to save for your short-term goals, like, you know, if you want to start a family, if you're planning a wedding, if you want to buy a house. Boom, but make sure the savings don't go into your house account that you pay bills in, because the money can get confused. Do a separate account, a separate bank account. You can do a money market account, whatever, and that's just for short-term savings. You save up. You save up. Pay yourself first, but it needs to be a bill like any other, but it needs to be your most important bill because it's to you and you deserve it. So you make sure you automate those things. That made such a big difference. Those two little tweaks, I went from saving barely anything to saving thousands of dollars just by doing that. And then, you know, I just continued to learn and continued to go from there. But that's the big thing. Make sure you pay yourself first and automate your saving. Also automate your bills, because it's easy to forget a bill. But when you put that on automatic, whatever that bill comes on the 13th, you say, okay, you can either, sometimes you could do it with your bank. A lot of times they have bank pay, so you could make that go automatically. Or, you know, whatever the service is, they'll usually have a way for you to pay them every month without worrying about it. And boom, it's something you don't have to worry about. That's another thing that used to catch me because, you know, I was young. This was my first time, like, really having to pay a lot of bills besides my little phone bill, and I would forget stuff sometimes. And when you forget a bill, sometimes that only, you know, not only do you have to pay a late fee, but sometimes it can affect your credit. And the lower your credit score is, the higher you pay for stuff, and that's less money that you have to put in your account for yourself. So that's another important reason that you want to automate your bills. And I've heard people, when I tell them you need to automate your bills, they start, oh, stuff can happen, they could do da 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 da. And I'm not saying they can't, but you know, I've had a couple of misfunctions happen, but they have to fix it. They could see that in the system. If they accidentally bill you twice, you go on there, you look at your account. Like, I'm not saying automate it and never look at it again. You just don't have to look at it as much. And if there's a problem, it will get corrected. They have to do that. You know, it shows you right there. So those are the two most important things. We're going to talk about a lot more stuff. We're going to get more into 401ks, IRAs, what they are, why they're important, how you can better structure yourself, how to invest money, how, you know, businesses that you can do that doesn't have a lot of money down. Why would it behoove you to make a business? How rich people be hiding their money. We're going to do what millionaires do so we can be millionaires. Like, I'm not one yet, but I'm on the road. I want to take you with me. So we about to do this. So yes, two things. If you have any questions, please feel free, comment, hit me up. Again, I'm going to put my Facebook on there. I'm all about helping my people any way I can. And I want to see us all win, and we're going to do it. It's not difficult. You know, it's not some crazy mystery. We got the secrets. We're going to figure it out. We're going to do this together. All right, y'all. Continue to enjoy your Friday. Turn up, but make sure you put a little money for yourself for the future. And I'm out. Want to